Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, people, we are back again. It is Team Kop-Ish, and it is the Summer Daily News Show. It's your boy, a man like Matt. It's a Wednesday. Sorry, it's a Thursday. Thursday, the 23rd of June. Hope everyone's having a blessed morning, a blessed afternoon, or a blessed evening whenever you decide to watch this. People, there's only one place to start today, and that's right. The one, the only Egyptian king, Mohamed Salah. Now, where do I begin? Where should we start with Salah? Echo also reporting again today that Salah's contract standoff is leaving FSG with Liverpool, with a double risk. Mohamed Salah still hasn't signed his new deal. We all know that. Is he going to re-sign? I think it's not looking likely. The report goes on to say how much, Liverpool could potentially lose Salah for if he does go on a free. Not only just, the playing squad, but in terms of even the commercial stuff as well. There's a lot of things that are tied to Mohamed Salah. And that's another thing as well, which I think is key. If we were to lose Salah on a free, here's the thing, people. It's not just about losing him as the player. It's about him, his mentality, players wanting to play with Salah, commercial stuff, like commercial, obviously, revenue that goes along with Salah. Like, Salah's a brand. Like, I hate to say it, but footballers these days are brands. And Liverpool Football Club, obviously, we know as well, we thrive off that brand, of the player. The player is global. He's a global icon, Mohamed Salah. So I think it goes without saying that Liverpool already know what they could risk. What I fail to understand is this standoff. Like, I get it. Salah is 30 years of age. But I think for me, and I think it's proven to the world, he was never going to be a one-year wonder. He was never going to be that guy. Salah has shown over year after year he improves. Yes, he's 30 years of old. But Salah could be playing like this until he's about 34, 35. FSG, in my opinion, really should be forking out the money. I'm not necessarily saying pay 400, maybe 325, 350, what De Bruyne is on. Well, I don't know. Is it Grealish and Haaland? Pay him the going rate. I think he deserves it. On the flip side of that, FSG, if you don't want to pay him, you have to make a decision. I don't think Liverpool can afford to lose Salah on a free next summer. I don't think you guys feel like that either. I do think something has to be done this summer. I don't think we can go into next summer on the verge of losing Salah for free. I mean, it hit us hard, obviously, losing Mane. Mane was, sold for a nominal fee. But to lose Salah for free? Yeah, I think FSG would have a lot to answer for. And, I just hope that something gets done. I don't think, as I said before, we can go into next summer. So let's see what happens there, people. And that actually leads me on nicely to a player who I've been speaking about probably for the last 2.5 years, Christian Nkunku. What a player this guy is. He is now just signed a new deal at RB Leipzig. Last season, he scored 35 goals and got 19 assists. In fact, before I even talk about his goal contributions, there is heavy reports that Christian Nkunku has a release clause of 60 million euros that starts at the summer of 2023. He's basically saying to RB, I'll give you one more season like what Haaland did, and then I'll bounce so you can still get your money. Liverpool are rumoured to be interested in Nkunku in case the Darwin Núñez deal fell through. Will Liverpool try and go back for him? It remains to be seen. But I do think it's a player that Liverpool should keep their eye on if Salah doesn't sign this new deal. The only problem is this, though, people. If it is next summer and we do wait until next summer to go and buy him, firstly, there's going to be a massive queue to get him. 60 million euros equates to about 53 million pounds, roughly, something like that. That is more than affordable for a lot of teams. The only thing I can think of is that having Naby Keita, Ibu at the club, who have also come from RB, we have a very good relationship with them. So if a deal was to ever take place, maybe we could do, you know, a pre, what do you call it, a pre what's that thing called? They're basically the deal a year in advance. Let's call it an advance deal, shall we say? I was going to say pre-term agreement, but it's kind of not, but it kind of is. But yeah, a year in advance. Do what we did for Naby Keita, or at least with Ibu. I think when I knew about Ibu being signed roughly around March time, obviously it got announced. I think it was like May, June. But you get what I'm trying to say. Get that deal done before anyone else gets a sniff. But I think with this release clause now being everywhere, I think everyone's going to be after him. Here's the thing: even if Christian Nkunku doesn't have a season like last season, he's still, in my opinion, going to have a good season. But let me repeat that: 35 goals and 19 assists in all competitions. I'm not going to lie, that's sensational stuff. And we're going to stick with the Bundesliga, by the way, because Fabrizio has been talking about Jude Bellingham. He says, and I quote, "I'm sure Liverpool will be in the running for Jude Bellingham next summer. Let's wait and see what Borussia Dortmund plans for next summer, but Liverpool will be in the running for him. And not just Liverpool, because all top clubs, not only from England, but also Spain, are watching the situation around Jude Bellingham. I'm sure when the moment comes, Liverpool will be there." We knew this already. I think a lot of us kind of knew that we are in for Jude Bellingham. But just like what he said, there's going to be a lot of other clubs. I don't think Liverpool should be waiting next summer to get Jude Bellingham. I think that's a massive risk. I think, again, we've got to try and get ahead of the pack. We've got to try to strike a deal early because Jude Bellingham is a talent and there will be clubs circling him. It's nice to hear that we are definitely interested in him and we will be in the race. But really and truly, Liverpool like to get their deals done early and strike deals early. So I'm really hoping that we don't wait too long if we are going to go for him. So let's see what happens there. But yeah, he's an amazing talent. One thing I will, in fact, I'll touch on this a bit more. We need to adjust midfield this season, I do think. I think when you look at our midfield options of Naby Keita, Thiago, Fabinho, Henderson, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Oxlade-Chamberlain. I said this the other day, and I feel like even though Liverpool have about 7 to 8 midfielders, I think we lack quality, like genuine quality. So correct me if I'm wrong, people, but for me, I think the only 2 world-class players that you can sit there and say, and no one can argue with, are Fabinho and Thiago. And that's where it stops. We're up against Man City. You would arguably say they've got 3 to 4 world-class. Now, I'm not trying to say every single midfielder has to be world-class, but we've got an improvement quality. And that's why it kind of baffles me a little bit when reports are coming out that Liverpool might still keep Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's a bit mystifying to me, but let's see what happens. There's a lot of the summer to go. And last but not least, the last story of today, people. You know who he is. That's right. The transfer guru himself, Michael Edwards. Now, Michael Edwards, as we know, was always going to leave at the end of this season. But hear this now, people. Newcastle, Real Madrid, PSG, and Chelsea are all interested in his services. However, he is keen to take a break away from football after a 10-year stay at Liverpool. This is from Melissa Reddy. She also says Chelsea are expected to make an approach. I'm not surprised. You shouldn't be surprised. Julian Ward, obviously, we knew was taken over. He's taken over. I think Michael Edwards is still there, isn't it? I think, or no, sorry, he just left. Sorry, he just left because the summer now. Apologies, I got that wrong. So Michael Edwards obviously just left. We got Julian Ward. We're cool with that. We're happy. Julian Ward has put together some good deals already. Michael Edwards, people are always going to try and poach him. We just got to hope that he doesn't go to a direct rival. I mean, wherever he goes, he's going to cause problems anyway because he knows how we work. He knows he's the best, if not one of the best at doing his job, identifying talent at a reasonable price, and then also selling at a high price as well. He's a very, very good negotiator and talent scouter as well. So whoever gets him, I can't lie to you. He's a genius. I can't lie. Michael Edwards is a genius. When you think about the players who we've actually been able to get under Michael Edwards' tenure, boy, the list: Salah, Mane, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Thiago. The list goes on. Alisson. There's so many. Robertson. Diaz. There's so many players who he's overseen, and he was able to get these ones through the door. I can't lie to you. It's going to be a shame, like, obviously, that he's not with us anymore. Like I said before, we're happy with Julian Ward, but Michael Edwards, though, wherever he goes, he will be a problem. So, Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Michael Edwards, man, wherever you got that hard drive, bro, I beg you just keep that to yourself or you keep that at Melwood. I know he's really gone, but let's just hope he didn't take it with him. But yes, people, it's been a lovely one as always. I hope everyone's had a blessed Thursday. And obviously, stay tuned as well for the Friday night show, which will be tomorrow evening as well. Catch us on there as well. And yeah, man, I hope everyone has a blessed Thursday. Have a good one. Enjoy your evening. Take care, people. It's always love. I'm out. Peace.